Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Under the Perg. I'm here with all of my friends, except for Scott Phillips. He's missing, and Xavier, and Peyton, and Sheldon. So,
shout out Steve Britt.
Shout out Steve Britt, who I asked to come by here, but he was afraid it was going to rain, so he didn't show up. Today's episode is about, as you can see, bourbon and cigars. I'm hoping this makes it to YouTube. We'll see if it does. So, Jeremy's listening in. Make sure we're sounding good. Tabitha's over here to do some fact checking in case we need some information. Matt Steen is on the end. Chase and Nick. We're all here. We have all brought different bottles of bourbon. So we're going to try them. So we'll probably be here a minute. We got about 10 bottles of bourbon to try. Now, hoping the weather holds off till we get this done. So bourbon came about primarily from farmers and settlers having excess corn that they didn't want to go bad. So they would take that corn and they would make spirits out of it, distilled spirits out of it, and ship it down the Mississippi, down to New Orleans, and people would go in the bars and start drinking. And they would ask for, when they came back to Kentucky, they would ask for the stuff they had on Bourbon Street, and that's how bourbon got its name. Didn't know if y'all knew that or not, but I looked that up too.
That's pretty cool.
That's how bourbon got its name. So, the Dutch and English and French were putting stuff, pickles and cognac and fruits in barrels. And so people distilling spirits decided, hey, that seems like a good way to keep our whiskey, or moonshine, or white lightning, whatever you want to call it, from going bad. So they would start burn the inside of it to get the pickle taste and the fruit taste and all that out of it, and then they would put their distilled spirits in it. And little did they know that the changes of the season and the changes of the temperature would change the product inside of it and give it a rich, dark, amber color, and mellow it out and make it a better drinking spirit. So the government got involved, of course, like they always do in everything, and it's probably Democrats. And
we have no political
and decided they wanted to
agenda.
Decided they wanted to tax it. So whiskey was the first tax ever levied in America, was on distilled spirits. In order for bourbon to be bourbon, it must be 51% corn, produced in America, distilled at no higher than 160 proof, put in barrels at 120 proof, bottled at 80 proof or higher, have no additives, aged in a rick house, and must be made in America. It doesn't have to be made in Kentucky primarily, but it does have to be made in America. The government went even further with the Bottle and Bond Act of 1897. It was meant to ensure the integrity of the whiskey. Up till then, they were putting flavors in it, putting different colorings in it, diluting it. So the government intervened again and decided that to be bottled in bond, it had to be aged for 4 years, bottled at 100 proof, come from one single distillery in one single season. Just tell you how important bourbon was back then. Every war that's been paid for with a bourbon or whiskey tax, alcohol tax. The Food and Drug Act of 1906 came 10 years after the Bottled and Bond Act of 1897. So the government thought bourbon was really important, so much that they rationed it during wars and gave it to soldiers that needed medicine. You had a lot of morphine addicts coming back from wars, and they decided that whiskey was a good painkiller, so they started rationing whiskey out to the soldiers and used it as a medicine. So a lot of things go on with bourbon that we don't really seem to think about, but we have a lot of different types of bourbon here today, and we're going to try what? Can't hear me.
When that wind comes through, it's all you hear.
You can't hear nothing but the wind, right?
Like right now, you're okay with that big gust come through. You can't hear you at all.
How long is it gonna last?
Hour or so. What you think?
No, 11 p.m.
No, really?
What if we go in? Can we go in there?
We're going porch.
All right, we got it.
Porch it.
This will happen.
Normal thing. Jeremy's leaving. You'll fix to see him walk by. All right. So today we're going to be drinking bourbon.
Wait, we're gonna tell him why Jeremy's leaving?
Jeremy's leaving because he doesn't like bad weather.
Yeah.
We were under the Perg a minute ago, and wind picked up and got real cloudy. And of course, we put everything up and came inside underneath the porch, and everything stopped like it normally does. And it'll probably be sun shining in a little bit.
Welcome to the South.
So we are under the porch today, and we're recording our bourbon and cigar podcast. Thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to be trying a bunch of different bourbons, as you can see. We have a bucket to wash glasses out, and whatever else we need it for. And so let's go. So the first bourbon we're going to try is which one? Yellowstone.
Start with Yellowstone.
We're going to start with Yellowstone.
This is a marathon, so easy pour.
Bottled by, where's it? Who makes this, Chase? You know?
I don't know.
Limestone Branch Distillery Company in Lebanon, Kentucky.
Yeah, that's right.
You had that
Yeah,
right here.
I couldn't.
You had it right there.
I knew it, but
And just so the audience knows, this was Brian's third time giving the whole introduction.
Right, good.
Thank you, B.
hints of bourbon.
Okay, and also,
We're not experts, man.
and so we are not experts in bourbon.
But every video I've watched, they do this.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that.
So, and also, before we drink anything, remember, you have to be 21 to drink. We are all 21 years of age, and drink responsibly. All right, here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I smell raisins and dates.
It's good. It's got some spice to it.
That burns.
Yeah.
That straight up burns.
Yeah.
It's a little spicy.
Dad, what proof is that?
Woo!
93.
It's 93 proof.
So that's what we're starting at.
That's what we're starting at. So that was pretty good. What'd you guys think?
Actually, it wasn't bad. It burned
Yeah.
a little bit afterwards. I
Yeah.
got like burned in the nose a little bit.
But I had pretty
But
good taste to it.
after that went away, I kind of like it now.
So how do you prefer to drink your bourbon? 'Cause
I'll do-
everybody has a different way.
I'll do it on. I'll do the ice cube, like the big cube
Yeah.
ice cube or something
Or the
like
ball.
that, or the
Mhm.
ball ice cube, yeah.
Mhm.
Or straight. And a lot of times I'll pour it and just set it on the counter for like 20 minutes or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Kind of let some of the ethanol, evaporate off of
Yeah.
it or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'll take a shower. I'll come back and I enjoy it like that a lot.
Nice.
But
So since Yellowstone is out of the way,
you can't do it wrong. You can mix it. I don't care.
I think we'll
I
get
don't think you can do it wrong.
That's right. I think the only way you want to drink bourbon is however you want to drink it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. If you want to mix it with Coke, I mean, that's fine. There are some bourbons that I wouldn't do that with. I don't recommend that. But
Yeah.
if that's how you choose to do it, go through a whole bottle of Eagle Rare.
With Dr. Pepper.
Hey, look, I came back from South Carolina, and Sheldon had some friends over, and my whole bottle of Eagle Rare was gone.
Oh.
And a whole 2 liter of Dr. Pepper.
And a whole 2 liter. And Hawaiian Punch. For some reason.
The poor Dr. Pepper.
So, yeah, however you want to drink your bourbon is how you want to drink it, and there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you enjoy it with good friends most of the time, that's the best way to drink it. So, we'll do the non-Buffalo Trace and non-Jefferson stuff first.
Okay. Do
What?
that one. Let's go for it.
Brothers, Brothers Bond, straight bourbon whiskey, hand selected batch, 40%, so it's 80 proof, which won't so it shouldn't be as strong as the rest.
Right.
Yeah.
What's Jack? What's Gentleman Jack? Or not Gentleman Jack? What's a single barrel Jack Daniel? Is that 90 proof? I think that's 90 proof.
I think so.
I think it is too.
Sounds right, yeah.
Tab, what single barrel Jack Daniels proof? Or single barrel.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. So Brothers Bond, made by, bottled and distributed by Brothers Bond Distilling Company, product of the USA, Fort Smith, Arkansas. So this is made in Arkansas.
We're probably not doing it right because we're not rinsing our cups or anything like that, but we're not experts, right?
That's correct. We are not experts.
We are pouring light.
I just said there's no wrong way to drink bourbon.
Oh, that's right. We did just,
Except for the way we're doing it.
except for the way we're doing it.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit more.
65 proof
65%. Oh, 65
65
proof.
It says,
ABV.
it says barrel proof at 65%. Yeah, 65%.
Okay, so it's
130.
130. All right, so Brothers Bond. Yeah, you can already tell just by smelling it that it's not as
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
have
no,
a
it's
strong,
Doesn't
strong
have
of a
the,
smell.
doesn't have the
the
burn
burn.
or anything like that.
Yeah, so that's the one where you can.
That's easy.
Yeah,
That's
you can
really
kind of
easy.
taste
Yeah.
the. You
It's kinda
can kind of
smoky.
taste caramel. I taste the caramel in it.
Yeah.
There's something sweet in there.
They-
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
sweet. Yeah, for sure.
It's mellowing out for sure.
So that's Brothers Bond. Like it?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Like it?
It's pretty good.
Good. All right, we're gonna give Brothers Bond a good thumbs up. This video is probably gonna get more entertaining as it goes along. But yeah, really good.
I could do that. If
How
I
much
was,
does bottle cost, Chase?
I think it's like 45, 50.
45, 50 bucks.
Mhm.
It's a good bourbon.
It
Go out.
actually, yeah, that was actually really good, really
Try it.
smooth.
Yeah, sure.
I know some people say.
Yeah.
It went down easy.
I know some people are. I'm not hardcore enough to be
Give me
like,
that bottle of water.
you know,
All
a
the-
110. Like I can max out
It doesn't
around
matter.
90 to 100. I get. I don't know. I just get to the point where I'm not enjoying it enough. Maybe I'm not. Thank you.
That's a good idea.
And single barrel Jack's 45% alcohol. So I guess starting with that's about the same.
Yeah.
That one was really smooth. I like that one.
Bucket.
Bucket.
They call me the bucket man.
The bucket man.
I think Bucket might have a whole bottle. Don't pick it up. All right.
You gonna fix that bucket
Something
man?
average is about $40 a bottle.
That does.
$40 a bottle.
That's
Okay.
fine.
All right. So now we are at the Buffalo Trace products, right?
All right.
Start with yeah. There you go.
So what do you want to start with? You want to start with Eagle Rare? Or do you want to
Yeah.
start with Weller Green Label?
Where's the
Or-
Buffalo Trace?
yeah.
Let's start with the Buffalo Trace.
Regular Buffalo Trace.
Oh, Buffalo
yeah,
Trace.
yeah, actually.
So we have Buffalo Trace, which is what, $30 a bottle, 32
Yeah,
something like
25, 30, yeah.
that. Yeah.
It
you
should.
can
It
find
should
it.
be. It should be about 25
Yeah.
to $30.
Right.
But-
This is Buffalo Trace's
That's the go-to. That's
Yeah.
that's the standard.
standard. I don't want to say bottom shelf, but it's because it's not
Standard
bottom
stock,
shelf, but
I
it's-
guess.
Nah, but
Yeah, because
what's
benchmark. They have
fun-
benchmark.
What's
too.
funny is that bottle though, 6-8 months ago, you could find it. Not even that. Like it's hard to find now,
Yeah.
but it shouldn't be. That's 90 proof.
Average is 30.
And also being in Alabama with all the allocations, it gets really hard to find some of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But this is one on allocation day you can find.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah, and if you get lucky, sometimes you can find it at.
Yeah.
As long as you don't. Never mind. Go to the bottle shop. Don't go to the bottle shop.
Don't pay $40 for that bottle.
I believe we've all had this at the Christmas party, didn't we?
Yep, we did.
Maybe.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
Yep.
Hold on, wait, leave it. So, Buffalo Trace, standard, 90 proof. You said. You know what you said?
Yeah, I can smell, I can see, like 45%. I can tell a big difference already between this and the Brothers that we just had.
Yeah.
But this is I don't know enough to identify the flavors, but it smells good.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a little hot. Like, it's hotter than the Brothers, but
Yeah, it's it does have more spice, more kick than
yeah.
the.
Maybe because I'm smoking this cigar, I don't get as much of that anymore.
I mean, I don't understand how people can pick up all these different notes.
I got.
Maybe they just done it.
Actually, I have a
Yeah.
little bit. I can get a little bit of like dark chocolate almost.
Yeah, I mean,
if you were, you said people say chocolate, they're like, they think of a Hershey bar or something like that. But if you ever had a dark chocolate, I can taste that for sure.
yeah, and if you think about it, you get the natural flavors of the wood, right?
Yeah.
So you get, oak trees have sap in them, so that stuff starts coming out, and sugars and all that kind of stuff. So, and the corn is sweet, so you get all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Buffalo Trace, everybody, I think everybody's probably had Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Or
probably
knows
everybody.
about it, or has seen
Right,
it,
yeah.
something like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
I definitely give that one probably, like, if I were to rate it on a scale of 10, like, that's an easy, 6.5 out of 10.
I like
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that one's good, like cheap enough that you don't mind like mixing it. if you
No,
want to.
Right.
I would
Right,
mix that.
right,
I would
yeah.
mix that easy. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so the next one, what do you want to
To
do?
Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare. So this is Eagle Rare, what's this, 7 year?
10.
10 year? This is Eagle Rare 10 year. Yeah, age 10 years.
So they have the 12. It's blue label. That's a lot. The Eagle Double Rare,
Mm-hmm.
which is a lot harder to find.
I've never seen.
I've never seen one,
I haven't
but
either.
I've seen them. The price on them, what? Tabitha, it's probably $300 or $400 for a Eagle Double Rare.
The
The
rare, just that it ranges anywhere from 50 to 60. It looks like.
50 to 60 bucks. So I remember when, I think the first time we went, me and you went, Matt, to
Mhm.
Mr. B's.
Yep,
You found a bottle of Eagle Rare for $29.
$29, and
Yeah.
it's
And
45,
it's
$50 now,
$45 now.
something like that.
And that was what, 2 years ago?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That bottle you found that I bought off you was only, like, what, 35 probably
Yeah.
at the time? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was, yeah.
And now you're talking $45 for a glass, for a bottle of Eagle Rare. And Buffalo Trace is really secretive about their mash bills. They don't, tell anybody how their mash bill is created. But all of these products should be relatively similar because they have 2 mash bills, and so they should be pretty similar.
I know Eagle Rare came out with a Double Eagle Double Rare where the bottle actually has. They put a glass eagle in the bottom of the bottle, and it comes in a big case, and it's
Oh, yeah.
27,000.
yeah, it's about 20. I was gonna say 30 grand, something like that.
It's beautiful though.
Yeah, I don't
Sorry,
know.
Nick.
So you
You can pour some on there.
I'm kind of a if you buy it, you ought to drink it, but I don't know if I could ever.
For that
Hang
much,
on.
yeah, that'd be hard to drink, man.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
like,
lot.
oh, yeah, I'm just drinking up $10,000 in one glass.
23,000.
I feel like the
23.
people who spend that much
Golly.
money on
Aren't worried
bottle
about it?
bourbon, just
Yeah,
I'm not worried
that
about
is
it.
true.
So this should be, because I imagine Buffalo Trace is aged for what?
What's it say on the bottle? It should tell you on the bottle how much it's aged for.
I would imagine it's not aged as long as Eagle Rare 10 year.
no.
Yeah.
Probably 7 years.
7.
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
What's
So it's aged for 7 years. Eagle Rare is aged for 10 years. So this should be smoother
Yeah.
than Buffalo Trace. And it smells kind of. It's not as. You don't get the burn as much,
I like Eagle Rare.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's good.
I would really like to enjoy that bottle that I had, but since, somebody drank it with Dr. Pepper.
I would drink this the same as I would drink that the Yellowstone that we had. What was it?
The
The Yellowstone.
Brothers
Brothers
Bond.
Bond.
Yeah.
Brother, yeah.
Yeah.
This being a higher proof, but is almost as mellow to me as that Brothers Bond,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and that's 80 proof.
And what did you say that Brothers Bond cost there?
It's about 30
Like
bucks.
40.
Yeah.
$30, $40
Yeah.
bucks,
Mhm.
compared to what 45.
45.
I think Mr. B's is selling this for
Yeah, right
45
at
bucks
30.
right
Yeah.
now.
Again, everything's
Gone up.
way high right now.
Anything involving alcohol, gas,
You right.
Liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between 30 and 40, so 35. I would say.
all right. So we need to wash our glasses out again?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Thanks, sir.